And all I did was sit in the house, you know. Like I used to go to Newcastle games, but I can't cope to.
I think it's getting the message out there that we do care. We care as a community, and you're not by yourself. There are other people like you. So come and just be a part of it, get involved.
So it's Alzheimer's event. I'm pleased you all remembered it was actually on and how to get here. Can I introduce you to Glenda Devon, who's going to tell us what's going to happen with the rest of the day. Thank you.
Welcome to a fantastic afternoon. We've got some great things happening today. Now, we're all living longer. Over the next 20 years, 70% of the population growth is going to be in the over 60s. And what that means is increased health conditions, increased loneliness, and an increase in dementia.
My name is Don Wilkerson. I work for a company called ABM. We provide all the facility services to Manor Walks. So I'm part of the security team, the housekeeping, maintenance and landscaping.
You do everything basically, don't you?
Pretty much. Well, no, I don't. The team does. I'm very fortunate to be a member of the team.
I'm Helen Morris, I'm the town mayor of Cramlington, and I'm here to support the Dementia Roadshow here in Manor Walks. As you can hear up the mall there, we've got the shanty singers.
To pull through, John, Canak, to Rye, oh, to Rye, John, Canak, to Rye. I thought I heard the old man say, John, Canak, to Rye. Today, it's a holiday. John, Canak, to Rye.
And that's one of the reasons we're all here today, networking. It sounds very cold and clinical and a bit heartless to say that certain professionals are, I'm including myself in that, but I'm here today not only to look after development of groups, but also to make sure I'm linking in with other agencies because this is just so important. This is just one area of Northumberland, and the NRC, we cover the whole of Northumberland, north to south, east to west.
Today we're supporting the Dementia Roadshow. All the team, everybody in our team has been trained. We're all dementia friends. Two of the team have been trained as dementia champions, so we can they deliver the training to any new members of staff, any of the retailers that want it. And today we're just opening our doors to fully support Cramlington Town Council with the Dementia Roadshow.
I became a councillor some time ago. I've now served almost 2 terms in the village ward. But I was voted in as town mayor, which I was just thrilled to ribbons about. And we have to have a mayoral charity, and I chose dementia, in particular the Alzheimer's Society, because Mum had Alzheimer's. My dad took strokes, my mum had Alzheimer's. And although, as you know, you don't die of it, you do die of surrounding other conditions. I mean, it's about the brain dying off bit by bit, as was admirably displayed in the play I've just watched.
Dementia, for God's sake. Why us? How's me dad going to cope? And how am I going to cope? And what about me neighbour, poor little Billy? How is he going to cope? You know, he's only 11, man. He thinks all this is hilarious. He really does. He thinks it's hilarious.
Hey, you'll never guess what happened the other day.
Oh, how about Dad? Tell us.
She only went and got on the bus.
Who, me ma?
To go and visit your gran.
Oh, no, Dad. Good luck with that, Dad. My gran's been dead for the last 5 years, man. What are we going to do, man? Dementia. It's like, a biscuit. The brain's like a biscuit. And you take a bite out of the biscuit, and it gets smaller and smaller. That's what happens, and all your memories, they get all mixed up inside your brain, all over the place. Doesn't know what we're going to do.
Well, I don't know, son.
I think we're going to have to win the lottery, in fact. What do you reckon?
We'll have to buy a ticket first.
Aye, that's true. That's true. That's true.
your memories. Hey, where's what days?
Ma, sorry. I'm your Des. I'm your Des. War Nipper, little Billy, he's your grandson. Do you understand? I'm your Des.
With austerity, the amount of possible bricks have been removed, you know, the amount of charities have plummeted and the amount of services have plummeted, and it's about the rest of us still existing, working twice as hard to pick up the slack.
And if you do it together, you'll do more.
Yeah.
That's the one.
We're a small charity. We cover the entire county of Northumberland and we support unpaid carers. So if you look after someone who wouldn't manage without you and it's not your job to look after them, you're an unpaid carer. And we provide a range of services to unpaid carers. We give information and advice on a range of topics like benefits, housing, social care, lasting power of attorney, travel, all sorts of things like that. We also run groups and activities and events as well for unpaid carers to help them get some respite from their caring role and meet other carers and get some peer support.
I've got your sausage and mashed potato tonight.
What? Sausage and mash?
Yes.
You know what it is. Well, Granny Joyce, me ma, you know, she looked after us all, you know. She's life and soul of war who's. Look, she can even remember my favourite dish. She never forgets, like. You know, she's looked after all of us. Me dad, little Billy the nipper. Man. And you know, ma will love you so much. But there, you know, we love you so much. Never never forget that. We love you so much. We really do. Isn't that right, Dad?
It is, son.
Can I tell you, Fridays, me ma, she used to love going to the bingo on a Friday night.
Went to the bingo.
I always went to the bingo. She loved it. And you know, everybody loved her there. And she had all of her, you know, them markers, all them different coloured markers for marking her numbers off. She was there every Friday night. Man, we used to have a wheel of a time. Remember that, ma?
Yes, I love the
And you know, I remember one particular night. I'll tell you another secret, folks. She used to, on the sly, you know, you're not supposed to take any drink with you into the bingo. She'd go into the off licence, the local off licence, and she'd get a bottle of that. What did they call it, ma? What was it? That cheap plonk? Lambrini. Aye, Lambrini. Remember that? Lambrini, that cheap plonk. She used to put it in her handbag and take it into the bingo with her. You little tinker, ma, you little tinker. She says, Dad, she says, I only need one number. More Des, just one number. She was ready there with her pen to mark it off and shout, bingo! Yeah, she was just ready to do that. And she was on the Lambrini at the same time. She was knocking it back. Honestly, she was. She was almost as drunk as a skunk. She was. You remember that, man? You remember that? You do. You remember it. You remember it so well. Man. She had such a zest for life, folks.
Absolutely amazing.
All about patient involvement. And I think it gave you a role as well, didn't it?
It did. It gave me some confidence back, but I struggled. Like I did all the written work, but I struggled doing the drawing, and I only had about 10 minutes to do it because I wasn't sure how she wanted it. So I just, when she arrived to pick this up, I just.
Well, you did an amazing job.
Yeah, well, thank you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because we've got to make sure that they're well enough to look after the person with dementia, and the number of people who are carers at home is again significant. And again, different organisations all have slightly different roles, and it's how we understand each other's roles to then give that best support.
Yeah. And it was the Alzheimer's Society which kind of drew me in. And I felt I wanted to try and raise money, and not only raise money, Glenda, but to raise awareness, because I think so many people can only think about cancer, and of course that's important, but the next biggest thing, of course, is dementia.
We are here to give the public an opportunity to come and ask questions about dementia. All the people here work with people with dementia. I work in a memory clinic where we see patients that had memory problems at the very beginning of the problems, and they are OTs and nurses, and we want to give the opportunity to people to come and see what the process of the diagnosis will be.
The purpose of the roadshow, if you like, is to try and raise awareness really of people living with dementia, what their journeys are like. The support that might be available for them and for their carers. So there's a lot of different organisations who've got tables for today. And Paula, when you get to speak to her, she's the one who's arranged all this.
We run some post-diagnostic groups for people with a recent diagnosis of dementia. The group runs for 7 weeks, and what we found was at the end we were sort of signposting people to different services, organisations and things, but we didn't really know what they did ourselves, and so I wanted everything under one roof to make it easy for people with a diagnosis of dementia and their caregivers to be able to access lots of different organisations on the day. So I contacted Maggie Martin, who I'd met previously. I wouldn't have been able to do this without her. And we contacted as many organisations as we could, and everybody accepted the invite, and here we are, and we're completely overwhelmed, aren't we?
Yes,
it's been wonderful.
fantastic.
Yeah.
My ma says, Des, I want to go for a plunge down in the water in Newbergen Beach. You know, Newbergen there. She says, I want to go to the beach.
I love the beach.
I know you do. I hope you didn't mind me saying this. But you know, I took her down the beach, folks, and she ran down that beach. And you know what? She was still wearing her tights. And she went running down the beach like this, straight into the water, right up my neck in the water. Yee, man, what a sight for sore eyes. And she was waving like this to everybody. Yee, look at me in the water. Yee, look at me in the water. You remember that, Ma? You remember that? Do you remember that?
I laughed so much I nearly wet myself.
Oh, you did. We laughed so much on the beach watching her. And you know what? Do you remember that? This wave, I didn't know where it came from, folks. It came from nowhere, and it just wiped Granny Joyce, me ma, right over in the water. And she was still laughing there away, and she was waving her arms up in the air like that. And you know, and then we all went for fish and chips afterward.
I remember it like it was yesterday.
Yeah, it was. We went for fish and chips because Granny Joyce, she loves fish and chips. And you know, Granny Joyce, Ma, Granny Joyce, Ma, you like fish and chips? We got fish and chips for you that day at the beach, and you used to always say to me, oh, Des, make sure you ask the man or the lady to put extra salt and vinegar on for me. Ma, do you remember that? It's your favourite, Ma, on a Friday. Hey, Dad. Memories, man. Sorry, Dad. Memories. Sweet memories, eh? Yeah? Hi, Dad. Those were the days. Aye, those were the days.